Yeah, it's game time. What I want for Christmas too. That's the same time with me, it's game time. But with you, yeah, it's lame time. Hey, keep playing around, get your head. Don't wanna live right, well, alright, leave it dead wrong. Hey, well, okay. I catch the dog, he getting the beats like it's Dre, like the money in the bank. You better play where it's safe. Told him belly fill his tank, run up to the next state. I get down, I get ready. Think for brown skin, real can see them. Got get him, go retrieve it. Short, small, when that's from Cali, but the cheetah.
Our coverage of the NFL has brought us to Space City and NRG Stadium, right next to where the old Astrodome sits, here in Houston, Texas. Today, we have an all-AFC meeting between the Cleveland Browns and the Houston Texans. To get this one started. And away we go from NRG Stadium. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10.
Oh, ready. 118. What's up? On your team.
On play action, here's Stroud. Throw right side, hauled in by Komet. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Kid, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week during practice. That both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope you have just a little space to operate. That play-action works beautifully, and the tight end, the beneficiary.
Left side into the hands of Dell. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too. Oh, right.
Here's Stroud now. That's incomplete on second down. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
Those windows over the middle, the congestion, just the mass of people. If you're not on time and on target, you're not going to find a completion, especially on that down and distance.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Up, 18, what's up?
Again, Stroud. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Browns will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Sanders. Hauled in left side. And no gain after the catch, but the gain still out across midfield. They're to the 45. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
The first carry for the speedy Dylan Sampson. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Hey, Kate, sorting through traffic, seeking out a runner, that is this guy's domain. And boy, does he know how to operate in it.
Offense to the line. Second down.
19.
Operating from the gun. Here's Sanders. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. They'll air it out on third. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Henry To'o comes up with it.
I might be Captain Obvious here, but the team who wins today, Kate, it might just be the team who finally takes care of the football.
The Texans take over first and 10. At their
The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, first and 10.
118.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's second and 7.
118.
Off the play action, here's Stroud. It isn't holding up, they're able to drop him. And that pushes them back, third down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Tony.
On third and long, it's Stroud. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up. The Texans set to punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. Begins his return at the 16. And he's going to get him further up their side of the field with a nice return there, partner. Up past the 35.
37-yard line.
The Browns, nice field position here as they start out first and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. That's complete to Musgrave. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield stretch. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's a Browns first down. It's like you always say, right back to work for him. Getting the drive moving like that turnover never happens.
And they weren't going to shy away from letting him do his thing, throwing the football. Mistakes happen in this league and in this game. And you never want to punish a quarterback for making a mistake. You want to see him continue to produce.
Give him a few yards on that run. It's second and 7.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Last run got him 3. Here's second and 7.
Panther and left. Ready. Check. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Stop low 18.
On third down, they'll go with Sampson. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
On the go.
They've got first down here from the 36.
Get up. Ready.
It's Sampson running out of the gun. And he gets him around 6 there. The tackle there by Danielle Hunter.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
First down run gets him 6. So now it is second and 4.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now put one of the tight ends in motion. Working out of the gun, Sanders. Who should have had enough defense getting opportunity after opportunity to pick it off. 2 in a row now slipped away. Well, it sure seems like they have found the wrinkle in their coverage that this QB just can't quite read, Brock. Got him on a pick on the last drive, and they should have had him again right there.
Kate, I can't tell you how lonely a feeling this is.
Yeah.
One interception, you don't like back-to-back drives. That's a really hard walk off the field.
He gets 6 on that play, and that's a Browns first down.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Tight end that moves the chains on third down, that's a QB's best friend.
On the set.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down.
Ready.
Collins got it left side. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Offense in position now. It's first and goal.
19. Cut 19. Ready.
From the red zone now. Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there are going to be more interceptions.
Ready up.
So after the incomplete pass, here's second and goal.
Let's go. 1979 Broncos. 60 Vikings. 60 Vikings.
Running back sent in motion left. Throwing from the gun. And it's brought in. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns go up 6-0 here in the first. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yeah.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. What makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Jake Moody to kick off.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. To return this, Rashid Shaheed. Jukes away from one. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And that's good for a gain of 5. From the secondary, Grant Delpit on the tackle.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
They give it to him again. And this is going backwards. The defense all over that draw, and they're going to lose yards. Third down coming up.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead, well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out. All right.
Throwing on third down, Stroud. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Kicked off by Dante Kent. And the Browns are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
Well, that's now his second time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the second on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
His heave isn't going to be answered. That's incomplete as an exciting look ends our first quarter. That's the end of one here. The Browns on top early. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this. We're ready now for the second quarter. Browns in control of it. They have it second down, well inside of field goal range.
Mustang 19.
Throwing again here, Sanders. In big trouble now, and the ball is out. And the Texans have recovered it. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
Well, you can just see the QB scanning, can't you? He's moving, he's looking downfield, but everything covered up on the back end. That second and third level defenders did their job, and what did it do? Well, it freed that pass rush up to strip the ball away from the QB.
Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. First and 10.
Here we go. 118. What's that?
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. Will get it at the edge of the red zone as he goes out of the 20.
Well, we're watching the defense not just generate turnovers, but really add to it. A return like that, think about it. That's 4 or 5 plays that you just saved your offense from as they try to make that interception, yet another one, count.
They'll give to Sampson here up the middle. And he's in. It's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns parlay the interception into points. Well, Brock started small at first, but then he found that lane, and it was a race to the end zone from that point on.
And it takes a little bit of everybody. How many times do we hear these coaches tell us, if you're going to get a run play for a big game, it takes the whole group, all 10 of them around him have to do their job. Got to block up front, receivers got to block on the perimeter, they all get it done, and a big chunk run follows.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Shaheed now to return. Making some progress here. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, first and 10.
On the quick, right?
Back to work after throwing the pick. The right side is caught by Robinson. And he works it forward to the 43-yard line. Tyson Campbell, the man on that tackle.
You know, quarterbacks aren't always the one dishing out punishment, but when they take it and they deliver a frozen rope, when they deliver a ball right on target just like that, and the respect factor grows 100-fold with your teammates.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
118.
They go play action with Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're into the drop-in. And the sack forces a now tougher third down.
It's looking like a dreaded 3-and-out offensively, but listen, if you can't keep your quarterback clean and upright, you're going to need some magic, big-time magic, to convert on this 3rd and long.
Offense looking to convert as they come up to the line, 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Setting up the running back screen. And a nice game here, but it's stopped short of the first.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
And this one's away and looking good. Nice angle on this one, headed towards the sideline. And that's out. We're just waiting for the spots. They're going to say it cleared the sideline over top the 14. Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Sampson. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
You feel alive, like you can't have enough. You probably feel paralyzed. If you can't have enough, you still feel paralyzed. Dreams is
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5.
Ready? Let go.
Sampson from the pistol. This time they've got him. He can't break another tackle. He will go down behind the line.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Come on, come on. Hey, 70 up. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Hey, Smash. Hey.
Sanders now on 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And this is going to be halted just before he can reach the 30. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Ready, ready.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
Ready. Bronco 80.
Sanders setting to pass. Throw left side, complete. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
You give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
19, 68.
2nd down carry for Sampson. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. That's a pickup of 9. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland 1st down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
Ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down.
Let's go now.
Hand off to Sampson. And this give not as fruitful. They're on him quicker this time. He's not going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
As a play caller, Kate, I would always be a little cautious of a 1st down drop. I like it better when that defense is anticipating pass. Well, they were only anticipating getting the backfield and making that running back feel the pain.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Ready.
They send a tight end in motion.
Let's go.
A toss here to Sampson. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. Good hit, but sure would have loved for it to have come earlier. As he gets forward a bunch and gets him the 1st down. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's a Browns 1st down.
38-yard line.
Exactly 2 minutes to play in half number 1. More from NRG Stadium in just a moment. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
A handoff here to Sampson. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
A momentary speed bump there on what has otherwise been a great drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Big catch made, and he got both feet in. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal.
Come on, set.
On the carry, it's Sampson. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
Here we go. Cowboy 80.
To the air, Sanders. Cut near the goal line. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Houston calls it 2nd timeout. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on 3rd down.
I'll say this, Kate. This quarterback's got some courage right there. He throws it into double coverage, and he's got a guy there in coverage who's already picked him off, and he don't care. Kind of like that gunslinging attitude, but you better be careful the next time around.
They're going to think this over before trying 3rd and 1. They take a timeout. And they'll take this opportunity to discuss what's next over on their sideline. Defense made the stand last time. Do they have another one in them here on 3rd and goal? Sampson. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Browns boat racing them to the halftime locker room.
Touchdown, Browns.
On is Moody for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Browns stretch their lead to 21.
Texans nothing. Jake Moody to kick off.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Shaheed now to return. He's got a lane up past the 30. And in great shape after that return. He's across the 35 before going out.
First and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. 1st and 10.
Here we go. 118.
From the gun, Stroud. Pass into the hands of Mark Andrews. And they drop him with a big hit, but that's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
South.
Stroud to throw on 1st down. Escapes the pocket. Higgins downfield, and he has it. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a 1st down.
This defense did the best they could to track him as he ran all the way across the field, but eventually, you're just going to lose him. And that's when a completion was made and turned it into a significant gain.
Swap. Love a swap. Look the hot.
1st down throw by Stroud. And this is going to be a Houston touchdown. The Texans chop some of the lead off before the half. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. Fields this one at the 3. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. To the air on first down, Sanders. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Still 10 to go. It's second down now from the 26.
Here we go. 70 Rangers. 70 Timberwolves. Check.
Man in motion here.
Ready.
Out of the gun, here's Sanders. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Cling to that lead and find a way to convert this third down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
Pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. Third and long for him here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Final timeout called by the Texans. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. The Browns are lining up to punt. And he's going to have to hit this one from the edge of his own end zone. Return's going to leave them enough time to squeeze in 2 plays here if they want before the half.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, first and 10.
18. What's up? 11. Hey, uno. Wait.
Shotgun now, first round. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it'll be second down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
After the incompletion, they come up on second and 10.
On the quick, right? Hey, south. 18. What's up?
Back to throw it. He throws a bullet down the right sideline. And that's sent to the ground by a defender and incomplete. Would have been one for the highlight reel, but instead, they're facing third down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
18. What's up?
Looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. Return starts at the 9. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him.
Hey, you go into halftime with a double-digit lead, your number one objective, and they'll all say it in that locker room, it's 0-0 to begin the second half. So you want to come out firing the same way you did in that first half. And that kick returner, he took matters in his own hands.
Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out 1st and 10. Going wide receiver run to start this series. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
On these 1st and 10 calls, defenses are always keyed in that a run might be coming their way. And as soon as the QB turned to give the ball, the entire defense came crashing in to bury them for a loss.
Gave away a couple on the first down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Here's Sanders. Nothing doing there as the 2nd down pass falls incomplete.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Come on. Hit. Fix the Eagles. Let's go.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket. Genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down. Texans to the line. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Handoff now from the gun. We'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3.
All right. 18.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Jump off caught by his back. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
So that's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Stroud looking to throw, 3rd and 2. Got a lot behind this one. Downfield it goes. Well, they had the look. Certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down.
I'm not going to be surprised at all, Kate, if we see more of this. Just trying to find some answer, extend plays, be creative, try different things, because nothing really consistently has gone well for him today.
Brings it in at the 12. And he's going to get him further up their side of the field with a nice return there, partner. Up past the 35.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Drive start to the quick throw left, complete. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns make it a 3-possession game. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on him. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Tony.
Back to throw. Stroud. He set up the screen to Higgins. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
Here we go. 18. What's that?
Here's Stroud. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
Number 87. It's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4 coming up now.
Hey, south. Oh, hey.
Here's Stroud now. Short pass brought in. And he goes out. Just needed one more step there to reach midfield. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
To the air yet again. It's Stroud. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Jaden Higgins, the intended receiver that time. So that brings up 2nd down.
Yikes. As that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation. Just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these. Really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
What's that? 18. What's that?
Back to the air they go on 2nd. Stroud dumped off to his running back. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
Hey, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Gotta figure out this 3rd down here.
Whoa. Here we go. 18.
Throwing again, it's Stroud. This connects with Higgins. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. Well, 3rd and 15, you don't see many of those picked up, partner, but they found a way. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Give him 13 on that play. And it'll be a 1st down, Texans.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
Oh, hey. 18.
Working inside the red zone. Complete left side to Robinson. Oh, and it's a punishing hit to end that play, but hey, still a win for this offense. They've got 1st and goal now from the 2.
Move the chains! Got to move them chains, build momentum, and keep that defense on its heels.
Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal.
All right. 18.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Still a couple of shots at this one. So they fire for the end zone on 1st down, Brock. I think a lot of folks probably assume after the incompletion it'd be a run here on 2nd and goal. What say you?
Yeah, I think you always got to be careful about assuming. As a fan, as a defensive coordinator, I think as an offense, you've worked on it all week, continue to get to the stuff you trust the most.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Need a touchdown here as they line up for 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
Again, Stroud. And in he goes for the Houston touchdown. The Texans shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game. That's well done.
That one splits the uprights. And the Texans get it back to a 14-point game. The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. Fielded at the 7. And he gave it his best to get to the 25, just a step or two short of it. He's out along the 24-yard line.
Their own 24-yard line.
Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Go.
Here's Simpson. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8. 2nd down.
While that run may not have moved the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. It sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1.
Here we go.
They'll go play action for Sanders. And he won't have any room after that quick pass. Well covered by the defense. That play loses yards.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3.
Here we go. Set. 60 by 6. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Operating from the gun. Here's Sanders. Defender is there. He knocks it away, and that's going to force 4th down.
You know, Kate, with the game that they've put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that 3rd down.
Secures this at the 17. First call here coming from the shotgun.
Robbie. Here we go. 18.
From the gun, Stroud. Throw right side, Dell has it. And he's going to be escorted out right along that 35-yard line.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
All set to go now from the 35.
19 Texans. Oh, ready? 118. What's that?
First down throw by Stroud. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 118.
Now it's Stroud. As the open man downfield. And he has it down near the red zone, just outside the 20.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play.
Wait. 118. What's that?
Here's Stroud again. Completed to his running back. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans now within one score in the 4th. Fairbairn now for the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Texans cut the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Texans 21.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out 1st and 10. Here comes Sampson. Finds a seam, left side, he's off to the races. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away.
Okay, we hear week after week how hard it is to run the football at the NFL level, and it is. But this guy today, he's making it look easy, and they rarely do that from the running back position.
That one right down the middle. And the Browns double their lead to 14.
Jake Moody to kick off.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Noel to return this. Good work so far. He's got room. And that'll put him up across the 35-yard line as they begin the series. Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
Roger. Tony.
Shotgun now for Stroud. Forced out to his right. Now he takes it, and this one does not go far.
Positive of that effort, he didn't go backwards, didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on 2nd down.
At the 38-yard line.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Here we go. 18. Outside.
To the air, Stroud. This one's out to Miller, left side. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. They gain 11 on that play, and it'll be first down, Houston.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
18. Outside.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's taken down as he takes this to the 38. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a 1st down, that's a bonus.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38.
Here we go.
Stroud throwing here on 1st. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football.
Well, the pressure, boy, that sped that whole play up, didn't it? And it opened up a wide range of outcomes. A hurried throw almost ended up an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack.
Stroud to throw again on 2nd. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. He was looking for Mark Andrews. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Caught by his back. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when, just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4.
Alert the hot. Here we go.
Throwing is Stroud. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Or 11.
Throwing from the gun. That's much too high and out of the end zone. Incomplete. So they take their shot for the end zone, Brock, rather than focusing on that 1st down marker. And now they've got a decision to make.
Yeah, I think with that incompletion, they made the decision. You better send that field goal team on. They took their shot. They just couldn't finish it.
Here we go.
Desperation time here. That's cut beyond the marker. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
18. Let's go.
Looking to throw, Stroud. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown. Texans now within one score in the fourth. Well, we knew this was coming. All touchdowns are reviewed, especially late in a close game like this. Stroud now bringing his guys out for this two-point attempt.
The Texans will line up for the two-point.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And the pass succeeds. A little momentum builder as they try to dig into this deficit.
35. Texans 29.
So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Return coming from the 6. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
At their own 20-yard line.
Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10.
Unlock line! Unlock line! Go!
Trying the left side with Sampson. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Okay, ready?
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. They bring Collins in motion right.
70, hop 70.
They'll run. Here's Sampson. And he is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that 1st down. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's a Browns 1st down.
At the 31-yard line.
That takes us to the 2-minute warning in Houston. Browns leading by 6. New set of downs for him from the 31. On 1st down, here's Sanders. Connects on the crosser. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards at the end. Now we get another stoppage here. Just 1:52 remaining. The defense burns a timeout. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35.
Back, ready?
1st down, here's Sampson. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one. Houston calls it 2nd timeout. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
Ready?
On 3rd down, they'll go with Sampson. And he can't escape, Brock. They lose yards, but defensively, no timeouts left to stop the clock and take advantage. Final timeout called by the Texans. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Third down here, need 8 on the play.
Warriors, 70, 65, 70 Lions.
It's Sampson running out of the gun. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
A good draw play is like a great punt return. You just set the table and let your elite athlete do his job. Excellent job of selling the pass. The O-line got a body on a body, and these running backs at this level, they know how to make you pay defensively.
So the Browns will take this win home with them. Well, Brock, we both thought coming into this one that it was going to be a tough hill to climb going up against one of the better defenses in the NFL. But these guys looked and said, Hill? What hill?
And you know what? I think that happens over the course of this week. Sometimes when you know what you're facing, Kate, and you're watching tape and it's a really good defense, you know you got to be on your game. And this offense certainly was today.
So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner, Brock Heward, and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been...
I check the doors, check the windows, and pull the blinds. I check the clock, wondering what he'll pull this time. I have a feeling that necromancer's outside, and I'm just trying to stay quiet. I don't sleep much, that's crazy. How'd you know that? I keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Ooh, promises and contracts. I used to keep. I don't sleep much, that's crazy. How'd you know that? I keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Ooh, my hallucination. I used to see. Wake up and I found out, did it change up? Wait, did it change up? Is it light out? Yeah, did it find out? Better walk around the edge of the room in the bed with my arm on my face. Face around, better try to breathe. Face around, face around. I check the doors, check the windows, and pull the blind. I check the clock, wondering what he'll pull this time. I have a feeling that necromancer's outside, and I'm just trying to stay quiet. I don't sleep much, that's crazy. How'd you know that? I keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Ooh, promises and contracts. I used to keep. I don't sleep much, that's crazy. How'd you know that? I keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Ooh, my hallucination. I used to see. I check the clock, wondering what he'll pull this time. I have a feeling that necromancer's outside, and I'm just trying to stay quiet. I don't sleep much, that's crazy. How'd you know that? I'll keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Ooh, promises and contracts. I used to keep. I don't sleep much, that's crazy. How'd you know that? I keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Ooh, knew I would get so attached. I promised that I would've never hit the road if I knew that you weren't coming back. Was it too much to ask for? You know that I had you. You know that I would've did anything, anything that you asked for. You know that I had you. I know that you know I gave everything.
Ay, stressing, quit stressing. You should already know how I'm stepping. Saying you want love for the essence. This time I'll be the one to address it. No ABCs, but I got that for your efforts. New Van Cleef for the necklace. Being that voice in the trenches, so tell me what's your preference. I'ma keep my cool if you stay composed. And when your boy gets home, I don't wanna hear no chat about. If you ain't got proof, then leave it alone. I'm on the road trying to keep us afloat. While you want space and a reason to grow. If things are best left kept on the low, then I think you should leave that after the tone.
Was it too much to ask for? You know that I had you. You know that I would've did anything, anything that you asked for. You know that I had you. I know that you know I gave everything.
See, I would've done anything for you. Now you won't pick up when I call you. It was late night texting to a yawning. Nowadays I'm overthinking till the morning. Switched up and turned without a warning, but I know my heart forever bleeds. Truth is that strangers like magicians. Never knew them tricks were up your sleeve.
Hey, I'm sick of this back and forth. It's starting to get contagious. I had to put the bridges out you built. What I felt inside would have been outrageous. Stop acting, think I believe that's catfish, poor performance. What's your number, please, or contact, buzz you up so I can call that appalling.
Come tell me like, what do you want? Yeah, tell me like, what do you need? Fresh tip when you're doing your feet. New LV when you fly overseas. Call plumbing cause I'm at them. Been swimming cause I'm in a deep. Don't call me, you already know. I'm on the road and you for the streets.
Young on and ain't the same. I guess we're on different things. I guess now we're distant strangers. You said there's no fun in blame, but I was not the one to change. 'Cause I was not the one to save you. You were my everything. Now I regret everything. I wanted you here with me, but you didn't want that. I'm doing anything. I don't know what's you're in. I wanted you here with me, but it was too much to ask for. You know that I had you. You know that I would've did anything, anything that you asked for. You know that I had you. I know that you know I gave everything.
Something takes a part of me, something lost and never seen. Every time I start to believe, something's taken from me. Life's gotta always be messing with me. Can't it chill and let me be free? Can't I take away all this pain? I try to every night, all in vain. Sometimes I cannot take this place. Sometimes it's my life I can't taste. Sometimes I cannot feel my face. You'll never see me fall from grace. Takes a part of me. You and I were
What defines my name? What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name?
Name existed forever, means victory, helper. Whole name means protector, shorten it by 2 letters, without the IR at the end. The reincarnated Gil Scott, living in the again. The World Cup in Moscow with a blonde who's a 10. Pen when I speak is like a